好，欢迎收看，
欢迎大家收看，
欢迎收看，
欢迎大家收看，
欢迎收看，欢迎收看，
上海日报。
More than 15 years experience in food science and nutrition industry and graduated from UCSI in 2007. Eric Yi Chi-yin is an amazing entrepreneur with a vision and a passion. This savvy entrepreneur is creating a unique market of good quality plant-based and natural healthy products and services which are driven by technology. Hi, welcome to Season 8 Shanghai Talk of Fame. I'm your host, Wei Ping. With us today, we have Eric Yi of Nature, Delite, Sendirian Berhad. Hi, Eric, welcome to the show.
Hi, Wei Ping.
Hi, so Eric himself is, he has been a vegetarian for the last 16 years.
Yep.
So perhaps you can let us know how did this whole thing, how did it start?
Okay.
Why vegetarian?
Basically, I came across veganism when I was at the age of 20, and because I watched some documentary. So actually, if you're asking me why I practice veganism, or nowadays people, they are more prone to the words of vegan and plant-based, I think it's because of environmental friendly and also animal friendly. Because I still can remember the cruelties when I'm watching the documentary. So I believe that it's because due to the
Cruelty to animals.
Yes, cruelty to animal and young guys' curiosity. And because I'm also studying food science and nutrition, it's the reason I believe that with some scientific data, so actually persuaded myself to start at least meatless Monday.
So you started off with only Monday, meat-free.
Yes. Then I slowly and gradually practice maybe a flexitarian diet. Then I'm also keep on asking some of my lecturers how to have a balanced diet. So from there, and actually most importantly, I go and do a lot of survey from the website. So from there, I believe that it slowly persuaded me to practice a meat-free diet.
Okay. Well, I think for the to make it easier for today's discussion, let us use the word plant-based. Yeah, because vegetarian, we have a lot of different strains of vegetarian. We have like lacto-ovo. We have like veganism. We have different strains. So let's use the word plant-based.
Yes.
Yeah, I think to make it easier for our discussion. So 16 years, what is it like? Like 16 years, not like strictly plant-based diet. What benefits do you feel?
Okay, firstly, I believe that nobody can judge my age from my outlook. Okay, actually, I'm 36 years old currently, and one of the most significant differences benefited myself. I found that my stamina and my stamina is better than before I practice a plant-based diet. And most
contrary to general belief,
yes,
which a lot of people always say, plant-based, where do I going to get my protein from, my vitamins, my nutrition, is actually a myth.
Yes.
Okay.
And secondly, I found that I can
clearer mind.
Yeah,
sharper
clearer
vision.
Yep. Sharper vision. Actually, I sleep around 10 p.m. every day.
Wow.
Then I wake up at 5, and basically I work for more than 10 hours per day. Even though I go back to my home, I still need to work more to planning. So I found that during these 16 years, I found that I can keep my stamina well. And I'm also joining some 21-kilometer marathon. And quite surprisingly, I managed to finish 21 kilometers within 1 hour, 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think three years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also know that you are now in the midst of finding out this, or rather a project they are undertaking, which is the age reversing project through diet. Can you tell us a little bit about this project?
Okay. This project ignited because of the COVID-19, because we found out that the root is a lifestyle. So if I'm able to reverse the aging by cutting down the sugar, we believe that sugar is one of the culprits for aging. There's a reason why nowadays we have a lot of intermediate fasting, keto diets, everything. Actually, the concept is we have to control the intake of the sugar, or what we call carbohydrates. Actually, carbohydrate doesn't mean it's no good. It's just that different people, they have different mechanism. So you must have a specialized, or what we call a nutritionist or dietitian, exclusively planning a diet for that particular person. So there's no such a
such perfect diet.
Yes, no such a perfect diet, or everybody just follow exactly the same. No. There's a reason why I'm forming my own food science research center in collaboration with UCSI University. Because we would like to show some facts and data and scientific data to those who really want to practice plant-based or flexitarians or meatless Monday. At least they got some confidence.
Yeah, I also know that UCSI, the university, now practices meatless Monday because
they are going
it's like an initiative from
Yes,
you?
it's initiated by Nature, Delite and Go Meat Free. Actually, we are going to implement this in 2022.
Okay.
So now we are still in some a discussion and how to make it, whether we want to make it just inside UCSI or in collaboration with other universities. Yeah.
And broaden. I think it's about time we broaden it. Because we also know that, of course, nowadays, of course, plant-based, vegetarian, veganism, whatever you call it, is getting very common, right? Very well accepted. But it wasn't so 16 years ago. What was it like 16 years ago when you told people you're going to be a vegan or a vegetarian? What reaction did you get?
Okay. Imagine 16 years ago. Imagine 16 years ago before COVID appears. I believe those who practice plant-based diet 16 years ago, definitely we are encounter, especially I'm doing business in Shanghai, we need to prepare our own
meals.
Yes,
I know what it's like.
Sometimes when we're attending some of the fanju or some dinner, we don't have much choices.
Yeah.
So I will bring Malaysia, the Maggi mee, vegetarian Maggi mee and some chocolates, and maybe we buy some soya milk drinks after the dinner or after the meal. So I believe that is a process. It's a process for all the vegan or those meat-free lovers. As long as we are able to go through all this process, because I go through that process, there's a reason why it makes me, I want to do something for
fellow
yes.
Whoever who would like to practice meatless diet. Did you receive a lot of resistance during that time? Like even your family, your parents, did they object?
Definitely my parents object. But I keep on searching a lot of data and show to them. And I think one of the ways why our parents will object, because they were very worried of us. They're scared we don't know how to cook and how to take a balanced diet. So because I study food science and nutrition, so I start to cook my meal. So from there, they can see, oh, you can cook a very fancy meal. And when I go back to my hometown, I also cook for my parents.
All the pros and the benefits of being a plant-based diet, and this coming from a food scientist himself. So in this information, the background information that you've given to us, you also mentioned that something about the food, mainly like wheat and corns and whatnot, 70% of all this actually goes to feed poultry, feed the animals and all. What is the environmental impact of this?
Okay, actually there's a study from United Nations. There's a department, I forgot the name. Actually, if we are able to save or to spare all the food for the poultry and then we feed the third country and the human, we are able to curb the starvations.
Because this is actually like now the world is going, a lot of places around the world are facing famine. And clean water is also one issue. But at the same time, very often as a vegetarian or as a vegan, you will hear people say there is no such thing as an environmental impact by switching to a vegetarian or a vegan. What is your take on that? What is your advice on that?
Actually, I think that it's undeniable. All the data given by United Nations already proved poultry is one of the major contribution for climate change.
And methane from cattle as well.
Yes, from cattle as well. It's just that maybe we as a human sentient or humankind, or what we so-called public, we don't have a channel, the right channel to get all this kind of information. There's a reason why we believe that we need some support from the education ecosystem. There's a reason why I invite UCSI, which is my alma mater, I think it's called alma mater, to promote what we call a green lifestyle.
Okay.
So we have to redefine the plant-based industry. We will use a name is called green lifestyle, because nowadays we know that the youngster, they want something like lifestyle.
Yes.
So if we are able to connect a plant-based with lifestyle, it's like BTS, okay? BTS from Korea. Yes, it's a hip
lifestyle to be a plant-based diet.
Yeah. So I'm going to train a group of students from UCSI University, guide them and give them a direction how to connect plant-based with lifestyle. So maybe it will be a singing contest or a sustainable fashion catwalk, something like that. So we will be organizing a very, what we call a young.
Or something like an environmental friendly fabric or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, facing resistance at a personal level from your friends or family is one thing, but facing resistance from the industry itself, because agriculture is a huge industry, especially in the meat industry. Now, I'm sure there are some big-time players from the meat, the poultry, the cattle, all these, some big players. I'm sure they're not too happy to hear the word plant-based. Okay, so how are you gonna face these giants?
Yes. Just like what I mentioned, I believe that all these meat producers, they're already aware of that. So there's a reason why there's a company called Tyson, it's from the US. Tyson also come up with a brand, it's called First Pride. First Pride is a plant-based meat. Even Nestle also come up with Harvest Gourmet.
Yes.
Even Unilever also come up with a brand is called Vegetarian Butcher.
So are you saying that they are aware of the change in trend?
Yes.
So instead of fighting against the current, they are moving into that direction.
It is a flow. It will be a flow and definitely become a trend. It's just a matter of time. If we are able to collaborate with more and more NGO, especially the university, I believe that the youngster will bring up the lifestyle.
Okay.
Because the future generation is all the youngster. There's a reason why we strongly believe that as long as we can influence the youngster, we are able to connect the plant-based. It's not only on diet, it's more to lifestyle. Okay. So my vision is that in the future, when we mention about plant-based, it's a lifestyle. It's nothing to do with diet only. So it's a lifestyle.
Now, it sounds to me that because previously when it comes to plant-based, it's always been very passive. It's a passive reaction to what the market wants. But it sounds to me what you're doing now is actively and aggressively changing the market demand.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to achieve?
I dare not to change the market demand. I'm just doing awareness.
Setting the trend.
Education.
Yes.
So there's a reason why I will say Go Meat Free is #1 in Asia for meat-free lifestyle adult ecosystem platform. So we will position ourselves as adult ecosystem. Why we claim it's education? Because we are not going to make enemy or fight with any meat industry. We are here to send a message to the public. Yes, try to slowly go and change our lifestyle. Because if we don't change our lifestyle, if we keep on eat, okay, and then it ends up, we have a lot of hypertension, diabetics. It's all because of
overconsumption
and our lifestyle. We call it a sedentary lifestyle. So actually, I'm just here in line with Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, Khairi, to promote a more healthier. It's just like when we are having our marathon. You see, we have few gigantic insurance company. They keep on having some marathon before the COVID-19. So it's just that the insurance industry, they are promoting something like
a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, I am more to food only because I graduated from food science and nutrition.
Okay, so it's not asking people to eat less. It's asking them to change what you eat for a healthier.
Slowly and gradually.
Yeah, for a healthier lifestyle, and also be more environmental aware.
Yes.
Okay, right. So Eric, tell us a little bit about your company, Nature Delite Sdn Bhd. So what exactly is Nature Delite Sdn Bhd?
Okay, Nature Delite Sdn Bhd was established during pandemic in 2020, August.
August, that's like
August.
during the height of COVID?
Yes, still MCO 1.0. I formed Nature Delite because I keep myself in my house for 3 months, but definitely I will go out when I'm buying some grocery. So
reason being, why do you confine?
Because I need to restructure my future plan for my business. Because as we know that during the pandemic, I think most of the industry they get impact. So my
especially
company,
F&B.
Yes, my company personally, the sales dropped at least 70%. But it stopped. It go up to around still drop of 50% when the government reopened it, I think in June. So from there,
June this year, right?
Last year.
Oh, last
because
year.
we are in F&B.
Okay.
F&B, so we still can work because we have the permit from the. I think
this one you're not talking about Nature Delite. You're talking about
Nature is the story of how I formed Nature Delite.
Oh, form Nature Delite.
Yeah.
Before Nature Delite, the F&B business you're talking about is another business.
Yes,
right?
my another investment business. So because from there, because everybody need to survive.
Yeah.
So I need to reconsider what is the future for my company. So I read an article saying that Nestle is going to set, I think the biggest plant-based facility in Southeast Asia. So from that news, I get to know even Nestle also spot the trend, opportunity. But the opportunity we won't see it within this 1 or 2 years.
Yep.
It will be, I think, at least 5 years ahead. So from there, I start to restructure all my connection. Then I start to meet a lot of friends who they are doing a lot of meat-free industry. So from there, I slowly I get some basic information. What are their prospects? So from there, I straight away I make a visit to Penang. Pulau Penang, because I got some connection in Penang. I go to meet some
food manufacturer,
and they also give me a very good and strong confidence. Yes, you can do that. So from there, I think it's impossible I go and set my own factory or open a mark or a shop because last year is still MCO 1.0. So I said, why don't I do a platform, something dealing with app? And coincident, I meet few of my friends who is a app developer. And for the past 3 months, I met few company, and it seems that most of them they don't really interested to develop a niche market of app, because they told me that vegan or plant-based app is a niche market. It's very
so
hard.
They're not interested.
They're not interested. And then until this year, June, 2021 June, I met my good friends in Singapore. It's called App Maker Store. App Maker Store Southeast Asia Private Limited. Actually, the HQ is based in London. And this is a very famous app developer company.
They develop apps.
They develop the app.
They don't produce food.
They don't produce food. So, because this year 2021, I set up my mark, it's called VMark. But when I set up VMark, it's coincidentally MCO 2.0.
V-Mart, what is V-Mart? V-Mart is a brick and mortar physical store.
It's a physical store.
Okay.
So I set up my physical store. Actually, in the beginning, I want to do a physical store. And then I also set up V-Mart, www.vmart.my is an e-store. So it's offline, online. Together. So it's in front of UCSI University, Taman Connaught. So from there, slowly, I think, how do I reposition V-Mart? Because there are so many plant-based or what we call a vegetarian market. So I do want to open Mart. I want to open an experience hub. So if you happen to go to V-Mart in Taman Connaught, just in front of UCSI, same row with Starbucks, above of Kopitiam Minyang, second floor, you can buy things inside. But we are not focusing on selling product.
Okay.
More on experiencing the green lifestyle.
Okay, so walk us through what should one expect when they visit V-Mart? Like, for example, what do I get to cook a meal or try something new?
Okay.
Or
When they walk into V-Mart, they will listen to some music, and
Okay.
all these are natural, like water flowing,
Okay.
like
The beauty of nature.
The beauty of the nature. And then the major color of V-Mart is green color.
Yep.
Play around with the toning of the green. And then when you walk in, before you go and push the door, you see 3 words: eat, live, and life. Eat healthily, live happily. When you eat healthily, you live you eat, live, and life. And then your life actually is body, mind, and soul, and also physically healthy, mentally healthy, and spiritually healthy. So I want to create an experience hub. So there's a reason why I keep on emphasizing a green lifestyle experience hub.
Okay.
So people don't expect when you go to V-Mart, you can get 3,000 SKU. No, currently we have only 500 SKU.
Only 500 is
Yes.
already a lot, okay.
But we are also will do a specialty hand brew coffee.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes.
So is it more like a bistro, a cafe kind of lifestyle experience?
Yes, and then next year, because now we are still observing the market, but definitely we are going to have like eggless pastry. I am going to have an eggless pastry.
Eggless pastry. So
Eggless
it's going to
pastry.
be vegan friendly.
Vegan friendly, and with coffee, or if you want a little bit like specialty hand brew, yes, we can sell to you at 15 ringgit per cup. And then we will do some memberships.
Okay.
So actually we are not so much focusing on selling product. It's more to those who really want to get to open maybe
to plant-based.
plant-based. So actually our V-Mart is an experience hub. We are welcome people go and copy our concept, because that is my intention.
That is actually a very good thing, because being a vegetarian, very often you'll face people who say, no, this is fake meat.
Yes.
You know, this is morally not right. This is not healthy because it's processed food. The nutrition is not there. Blah 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 blah. So, what do you hope to achieve from this V-Mart experience hub? What do you wish to convert non-believers, or what? What should one expect once they walk out from V-Mart?
Firstly, definitely have to let the visitor to experience first. So we don't really force people, because we always believe that
you must eat this.
Okay, everybody, when they get enlightened, when they really know the benefit of it, the value of it, they will transform. There's a reason why I'm collaborating with UCSI University. I will be the person in charge of the Food Science and Research Center with you.
Within UCSI?
UCSI with the associate professor, and then we have some adjunct professor from Beijing and also from NASA Amos Research Center, US. So all these doctor, the job is to prove and to show the data.
To debunk
the
myth of being a plant-based.
And also in V-Mart, we are going to organize something like Netflix night. Every Friday night. We are going to have some like Netflix night. We call V-Mart night. So we are going to download, I'm not sure whether it's download or not, Seaspiracy, Cowspiracy, The Way to Extinction, all the documentary. When a student come to the V-Mart, because it's an experience lifestyle hub, when they go through the 30 minutes documentary, we will be asking, we will have a two-way mutual interaction. So whoever can answer the question correctly or can come out some solution how to curb the climate change, they will entitled cash voucher.
Oh wow.
from VMA.
Okay. So it's
Yes.
like giving them carrots so that they learn something about plant-based.
Yep. So it will be, we are also benefited to the school as well, like the university, because the university they're also looking for some collaboration with the industrial partner.
Okay.
So this is what we call like, before the student, they come out to look for a job, actually they have already equipped themselves with some what we call the essential element that a tertiary student they should equip themselves before
Okay.
they really come out to work.
Okay. Now,
It's more to incubator programs for the university.
okay. Now, in your notes, in the notes here that I was given, you mentioned something about seeing yourself as the apple of the food industry, and then you also mentioned something about the 3H principles, which is halal, healthy, and high tech. Now, the apple part and the high tech part, most people cannot quite relate this to food.
Yes.
How do you see yourself?
Okay.
And why the high tech comes in?
Because App Maker Store is an app company. So when we are doing an app, we don't really care for the user in the beginning, because we know that everything we need awareness, especially for plant-based market. So there's a reason why in the beginning when we launched Gummy-Free Malaysia, I think this year April, we don't really have a lot of merchant. Until today we only have 5. 1 from Thailand, 4 from Malaysia.
Okay.
Next month, January, we have 2 from Indonesia. Because like Apple, not everybody is holding Apple.
Yeah.
It means that those who really appreciate the function and the features, they will buy Apple. So in the beginning, we are not so much focusing on the data because we want to do education first. There's a reason why Nature is here to collaborate with UCSI University, because without the support from the university, because UCSI got 10,000 students, 700 lecturers and the staff. So if you are able to slowly advocate at Millers Monday, I believe that the lecturer and the student, at least every Monday, we give them 15% discount. They will slowly go and change their diet.
It's just like Apple's motto has always been, we'll tell you what is good for you.
Yes.
We will not provide you what you need,
Yes.
but we'll tell you what is best for you.
Yes.
So that is what you're trying to inculcate.
Yes.
And as for the high-tech part, how does it come into food?
Okay. Nature Delite is a company of, it's a name for my company, and the brand is called Nature Delite. Currently, Nature Delite Syndrome had already launched 21 SKU. Have 6 range, ready to eat, ready to cook sauce and paste, ready to eat. Mostly it's monkey king mushroom like rendang, black vinegar, and ginger sesame. And then we also have freeze-dried fruit like jackfruit, honeydew, mango, musang king. We also have 1 cocoa palm. Cocoa palm is a 3-in-1 coffee, instant coffee, because we still need to cater the 3-in-1. But this 3-in-1 coffee is the first 100% vegetarian coffee in Malaysia, because we are not using non-dairy creamer. We are using
no dairy,
no sodium caseinate. We're using modified starch and vegan coconut powder. It's already proven. We sent to New Zealand lab. It's already proven.
So it's vegan,
It's
certified vegan.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then we also have 3 flavors of instant yogurt powder: mixed berry, mango, and 1 original.
Okay.
So all total up, we have 21 SKU now.
So the high-tech part is to ensure the quality, the nutrition,
Because we are
the
only
taste.
appointing high technology. We are using we don't home make. We are appointing some HACCP halal certified and ISO certified factory, because I am the food science and researcher, so I have a lot of formulas.
So
I'm using this formula and appointing a company to OEM for me.
To mass produce.
Yes, to mass produce. So there's a reason why we need to control and make sure the food is safe for consumption. And is high tech. One is 3H, one is high tech, and that's halal. Halal because all the factory manufacture the Nature Delite brand must be halal certified. Another is high tech halal.
Healthy.
Healthy. We call healthiest. It's not because people will say hey, you inside got some MSG. Yes, we have some MSG, but that is called I plus G. It's a healthy version of MSG. Because in the beginning, we are at a startup company, we are not able to use 100% organic. For me, organic is those with the average income of 7,000 and above they can spend.
It can be costly.
That it may be costly. So I want to go to the bottom and the ground floor to promote a meat-free or what we call plant-based.
So you can reach a bigger audience.
And actually, we are also collaborating with some farmers from Cameron because we are app. It means that if the farmers from Cameron Highland, they really want to direct deal with the end user, we are the app. And then we currently have around 125 meat-free restaurant collaborating with us.
So do you see yourself more of B2B or B2C?
Both. But we are focusing on B2B first. Because B2C, we need a lot of awareness. But we will do parallel. With the support from UCSI University, I believe that I can help my 120 plus meat-free restaurant. Because the student will help them in terms of digital marketing or green ambassador, the spread the news and wider the news. But I myself am more focusing on B2B.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Definitely, we need to have some plan. I can predict GoMeFree app will be a very, very user-friendly app for the coming 2 to 5 years. So currently, our app is available in Singapore and Malaysia. In April, we are going to penetrate Indonesia. Indonesia, we will penetrate on 3 islands first: Jakarta, Surabaya, and Batam. Why? Because these 3 islands or region have most Chinese practice vegetarian or meat-free lifestyle. Taiwan, we are going to conquer, penetrate the whole Taiwan, from north, middle until
because the ideology of meat-free in Taiwan is already very mature.
Yes, it's very, very mature. So I believe that my job is still focusing on awareness. Because the more awareness I manage to do, I believe that it will create a trend, and more people, they know that plant-based diet is not only a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you want to live healthily, eat healthily, live healthily, and eventually your life become healthily, you should slowly, not within 1 or 2 days.
It's not possible.
Give yourself, if you're asking me, you need at least 2 years to transform from a meat
lover
or practitioner to a vegan. At least 2 years. Provided these 2 years you have a good atmosphere and environment and a culture.
Which is very important.
Very important. So I'm going to create that culture and environment.
So, Eric, what is your dream?
My dream is to meet Elon Musk.
Why Elon Musk?
Because one day when I scroll through my YouTube, I saw there's a news sharing how Elon Musk, from PayPal until Tesla and SpaceX, on the spot, actually, I feel touched and I cry. I can feel what he want to do to the human mankind is like what I want to do to the society. So I got a strong what we call metaphysics and a strong connection with him, because for me he's not a normal, ordinary people. What he did actually, he's planning for our future generation. So he do for future generation. I am trying my best until the last drop of my blood to change a lifestyle, or even because I think last time when OIC Today interviewed me, they asked me what is my vision. I say I want to influence 10% of the world population. It means that at least 1 billion to practice at least 1 meal, not 1 day, 1 meal meat-free diet per week. If I'm able to do that for 1 billion, I believe that we can extend the lifespan of our Mother Earth, our planet.
We can change the world.
We can change the world. Because we cannot change the climate, we can change our diet. So I believe that Elon Musk do something for the future, because there's no right or wrong. Everybody, they have their own vision. But for me, I'm more realistic. I want to do something for the human being now.
Which is more pressing, and it also will help in the future.
Yep.
What is at hand is more pressing now is the
Yes.
planet is sick, and the most direct impact is to change our diet.
Yes. Slowly, no force.
So anyway, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. I wish you all the very best in
Thank
your
you very
future
much.
endeavor. And also a big thank you from the future generation. A big thank you in advance for saving Mother Earth and also saving all the
Let's do it
resources.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this together and hope you every bit of success for your future plans. All right. So guys, that's all we have from Eric Yi of Nature, Delite, Sindhyan Berhad. Thank you for tuning in to Shanghai Talk of Fame. This is Weeping. I'll see you in our next episode.